Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John's Reports for the 20th. And well, again, we came to that ABM yellow and bounced off it. It finished modestly in the middle range of it. It was pretty decent. We had the crossover of the green now. We have rising steel, falling shorts, all the things you look for. But it becomes clear that you've got to have the steel crossing above cyan and that orange continue down to get a full buy configuration. If you get a rejection here, then we would be looking for lower and most likely to retrace that dip below the red line. Though overall, with the full reset here of the DOC as well as shakeout, they're poised as we head towards the end of the month. Of course, the NASDAQ was looking stronger because you already have that crossover. Negative 165 for the cyan, 122 for the steel, meaning steel has already crossed above it. So that's given it just enough. The euro, again, unable to move anywhere despite the lowering of rates in the U.S. I mean, it's insane. It should have skyrocketed, but again, they're, Bank of England even kept their rate flat. So it presents the potential that the euro has significant problems, and that actually does pose a threat to the U.S. So it's worth noting, and you got to pay attention to it. Oil not doing anything crazy, still within our range, so you're not going to see any major inflationary bubble from that one, which is a good bonus for everybody. And gold, of course, basing, having retested the lows there and reset it, shake out completely. It's just going to have to capture a little bit more excitement. It's within a buy configuration here with the blue candle coming, though a little bit late after the steel reset. You'd have to have a significant spike up of steel. This is one of your, what I would call weak configurations, but above the 50%. Can't complain. So from an intraday standpoint, over here we had the short that started out, well, pretty much at the beginning of the pre-market. We dipped right down to that 94, and that caught a nice reset, crossover. You can see it kind of happen here as the steel crosses the red, then you're looking for it to move above that orange, and then usually you want it to come right above that cyan pretty quick, but when they do it in unison, creates a nice buy configuration there, and then that started the nice rise that just kept going. It's cyan under red this whole way and steel all the way down below without crossing from above, and then it wasn't until here that you had the first warning signs right there, and then we popped back up, made just a slightly new high, and then this one was as clean as it gets because you already had the inherent weakness. You had the crossover from the steel below right here, as well as the orange moving above, so it was just a matter of as long as it happened within your 5 bars, then you were good to go with that cyan moving over for a DSC spread. We dipped below the red line, so any pop right there, we knew we were going to come back and retrace. And this is where it gets good, because then normally you get the orange, we're thinking buy configuration. Only problem is, hey, no reset of steel from underneath, and cyan green meet, but green can't get above, and that is a death nail kind of configuration that will be in the update that I'm working with, because that would, to me, would still be a red configuration with the expectation of coming back and retesting that 309, which was the positive extreme. Actually, is a little lower than that. I think it's just a fraction below that. Let's take a look at what the exact number was. Get it to pop up there, 308.75. Just a new bar on the futures open up right there. So all in all, that was clean, and it's hovering right around that positive extreme where it began right here. We follow it up. The yellow ones, it's possible that you could get a downdraft to those, and but it's not a guaranteed. I know we ended up filling that one, and then this one right here was a little bit lower, and that would have to take it down to the 303 range. So if we maintain this weakness, we still don't have a reset of the steel in any way, shape, or form here. And what you would need now is to move above this 7.5 for the red DOC to catch a decent run, unless we make a couple of more bounces lower here as the post-market does its little thing. Let's see if it just reopened right here. It's just slightly down. So I had taken advantage of that 30-20 short opportunity, sold out most of the position, just put a stop in for the one that's above the 50% range there, and that just keeps it easy. And so I can just let that do its thing, and then when I wake up for the European session, I'll be able to play with that some more. So as always, though, this I think was just super clean, so very enjoyable on that one. As always, trade well, and I will certainly put up anything that sparks my interest, but this was a classic play of not having that steel reset causing problems for the potential for any long being successful.